Hail and well met. Welcome to the pre-game hangout. I am Eric Scott to be. These are the Dungeon Scrawlers, and we are hanging out before the game. Please excuse any audio weirdness because we are doing the Google Hangouts with the subtitles, and so yeah, we're still working out the kinks. Fortunately, we have a good half hour to work out those kinks before we get into the actual show, which is not, I want to make it clear, not a canonical episode, just like a thing that the Irregulars would do during their downtime. Okay, so got some cool stuff to talk about. Things have been happening. It's December. We're on our pseudo break.
I don't know how it's December already. I would like to lodge a complaint. It's too fast.
That would be the Romans that you'd have to take it up with. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a time machine.
Yeah, we better do that.
We finished Trials of Mount Tiamat on Monday, which was bonkers. There were 2 teams of 5 to start with, so it was going to be D&D for 10. But then, surprise, a 3rd team showed up, so it was 15 people.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
It was a lot. But it was cool. We all died. And then Lathander showed up and resurrected all of us at level 20, which was cool. Good job, Cheekbones. Yeah. And then we got there was a little teaser at the end for the next season, which I don't know if anybody here is planning on watching it and hasn't yet, and I don't want to spoil things, but some stuff happened, and maybe we need to go to the Shadowfell now. But I'm looking forward to it.
I love the Shadowfell. It's one of my favorite places.
I might be in the epilogue playing a different character than normal.
Oh.
I thought you did a great job, like all throughout that.
Thank you.
That episode. I really like that Farida cosplay that you were doing at the end. Like those horns were real good.
I tried to wear them for Havilar, but I got so nervous about them rattling around that I took them off. But they're these guys.
Oh, sweet.
They're really pretty cool. They're meant to clip onto like the headphones, but they sit on my head weird, and I look like a bunny when I put them on the headphones.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Rumpus, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to highlight some of the viewers' comments on it. Original Angston also says insanity for that finale.
That's insane.
Yes.
I have props to B-Day for managing that many people. There were obviously some elisions to make it smoother, but even just like moving between the groups and giving everybody space to do stuff was a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of people to handle.
A lot of breath weapons going off too. Like a lot.
Awesome.
So mark your calendars, because 2022, Court of the Raven Queen. I'm very excited and nervous and excited because I have never played Farida in a D&D game. But
So
Really?
do you have Harita like statted out? Is she like a pure
not
warlock?
yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know details about like what level we'll be and stuff, so it might make sense to multi-class. But the way that I think of Idle Champions is sort of the way I think of these like non-canonical games, which is that it's sort of an version. It doesn't have to fit into the continuity exactly because it exists outside of it in a kind of weird little bubble where whatever you need to be true is true. So
Right.
she can both like have I don't know if she has the Ruby Rod of Asmodeus in the game, but it was a suggestion at one point. And also still, be just a pure fiend warlock. Or I can go, actually, at this point, we're going to be level 20 because why not? So she's a warlock paladin, maybe. I don't know. But I'd probably keep her just a warlock because it was very difficult. I multi-classed Havilar for this with Yanking's infinite patience and help. And it was a little bit tricky. I really just wanted to smite. I just really wanted to get to where she could do Eldritch Smite because I think that would be ideal. Maybe Whittle can loan it to you because she took the ruby rod. No, see, I already took the ruby rod in my books, so now we have a cannon off.
Okay, so you should definitely ask B. Dave if you can have the ruby rod, and then you should make note of how he responds. If he goes, I don't know, I'll think about it, that's probably a good sign. And if he goes, oh yeah, definitely, then you start getting scared.
Like, oh no. Oh no. No, I don't think I want her to. I do have to figure out how to build it because in Idle Champions, she's still the chosen of Asmodeus, and so she has spoilers for Brimstone Angels books. Sorry, 7 years later. But she does a thing where she like turns into a flaming angel in the game. And in the books, that also comes with like a frightful presence kind of effect. So I have to convince him to let me have that, and that I won't trigger it constantly, which I won't. I'll only do it at narratively appropriate times. And I just have to figure out how to like role play in a way that's functional. Because Howler is great. She just says nonsense whenever there's a moment that fits some nonsense. That's easy. But Farida is very like based on interacting with people, so and being up in her own head. So we'll see. I had another question for you guys, unless you guys want to chat about this stuff.
I want to make a general PSA. So, we are moving from Streamlabs OBS to Stream Elements. At the same time, we're adding captioning to our game. So there's a lot of new tech stuff.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Look, things just gotta happen, okay? Things just gotta happen.
This is the guy who plays a bard with a charisma of 8. So yeah,
right, yeah.
Likes a
Why do things the easy way? But yeah, basically, general PSA, players and also viewers, if you see me making like a weird face, or if it looks like I'm just like staring off into the distance, trying to like, I don't know, think about life and my terrible choices with tech, it's because I am. I'm trying to wrangle like a bunch of this stuff on the back end and just make sure that all the pieces are in place and all the bots are working. So thank you very much for your patience, and thank you.
Right.
So here's I was gonna say, here's my conversation question. I recently received payment for signing a book contract, and my friend was like, what are you gonna buy for yourself to celebrate? And I did not know. I have since come up with an idea that I'm rapidly becoming obsessed with. But I'm wondering, what would you get yourselves, or what have you gotten yourselves for those like little victories?
I got bubble tea, but then I splurged because I got like the boba and the cheese foam on top.
Ooh,
whoa!
Living dangerously. Have you ever had a bubble tea drink where you ask them for every single side? Take all the jellies, take all the bobas.
Playing with fire, Yang Yang.
I think so. But I feel like I need to try this at least once.
Bucket.
They just hand you a bucket.
This is what I got. Let's see if I can not. There we go. Have it visible as opposed to just picking up the light. Some wolf, just Killian.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Whoa. That is beautiful, Rhiannon.
Thank you. The good thing about it is that since I wear it, people ask me about it, so I can be like, well, would you care to look at my books? But then, of course, the trouble is that I wear this all the time, and I want to continue to wear it all the time. So if I sell something else, I don't need more rings. I already got enough rings. So what am I?
Don't buy Rhiannon a necklace.
Yeah.
Well, I wear special event ones, but I feel like if I'm going to get a piece of jewelry that's that special, I want it to be my daily jewelry. So, because I have many special event jewelry things that never get worked through, especially not now, but even before then.
I have been known to buy myself top shelf alcohol and/or PlayStation games. So nothing really
trying-
amazing though.
I go on vacation,
Oh, nice.
I did.
and I
think
try
of
to get
one
my
thing,
friends to go too.
So
What's the
at,
other one you thought of?
at some point, my wife and I upgraded our wedding rings. I know this is silly, but like it's this cool. You probably can't see it. It's this cool leaf pattern that looks like something out of Lord of the Rings, and she has a similar one as well. And those were a bit pricey, but very worth it. And it's something I wear every day. So, and that came shortly after getting some monies for some words. So we're going to count it.
There you go. This actually, I realized I put this on. This was what I bought myself when my first book. It is costume jewelry, but it's very sparkly.
Nice.
And it was for me at the time, it was like it was kind of a big purchase because like I was definitely a Target jewelry kind of lady. I'm still kind of a Target jewelry lady, but I'm also other things too. And I know when The Adversary came out, I bought myself a bottle of fancy bourbon. It was like a Woodford Reserve 4-wood something, which was nice. And then when I finished Brimstone Angels, I took Susan out to dinner at Canlis because I kind of bribed her with it. I was like, please stay and edit this book and help me finish this whole thing off, even though you really are like, I don't want to do this now. And I'll buy you fancy dinner. And she did. And it was a lot of fun.
For the viewers who don't know, would you explain what Canlis is?
It's an extremely schmancy Seattle restaurant that is like beautiful view over Lake Union. It is a nice, I have been there twice. And both times you feel like a star. They are very good. They have a really good salad, which is a weird thing to say, I feel like, but their house salad is really good. And when we went, they asked, what were we celebrating? And I told them, and it turned out that the guys in the kitchen were starting a D&D game, and one of them had bought all the Sundering books. So they sent out some chocolates, so I got to feel extra like a star.
Oh, amazing.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's exciting.
It was
Did they
fun.
list the ingredients in every dish? Because I went to like a quasi trying to be fancy place, and the waiter acted like he was on Chops or something. Chopped rather. Where, like, we ordered, and then he brought it out, and then he's like, oh wait, when we were gonna like start eating, he's like, just a moment, and then he's like, this is the blah 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 with blah 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 and blah blah blah, and then he like, went down the like for everybody, and I was like, I just ordered this. I did read the menu. I would like to eat it. Thank you.
I don't.
So I guess they're good for the atmosphere.
I feel like they're very good at like reading the energy of the space. Yeah, and it's one of those places where like you get up to leave and they've got your coat all ready and you put your coat on and the car is right there, and it's a nice experience if you're gonna go fancy restaurant.
Okay,
so it's like they did it right, and my place wanted to be them. Yes, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I think that, so I've been to Canlis. I love Canlis. Everything that you're saying and more, except that is the one part that kind of like creeped me out was I got up to leave. And I go to the front desk to be like, oh, I'm leaving. This is my car. And the guy was like, he just cut me off. He's just like points and it's already there. It's waiting for me. Like, I didn't even have to say anything. So how do they track like the diner to the car and when they're leaving?
Just watch what you're doing. Like, are you using your napkin and you set it on the table instead of back in your lap? Have you paid the bill? Have you stopped to contemplate the decor? Like, what are the signals that say, I bet there's a lot of training involved in like, what are the signals that say I am done and I do not want to stand around in the entryway?
Yeah.
That was fun. There's this, sorry, go ahead.
I definitely felt like they knew exactly what I liked and gave me like a little bit of extra also. Like they saw like what kinds of things I was eating and like Like, that is the type of place where you feel like you get your money's worth despite it being incredibly expensive.
It's a little fancy.
Very fancy.
There's this thing called Rent the Runway where you can like rent fancy outfits. So I rented this great black sequined mini dress.
Oh my
It
god.
was fantastic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do they have something
Amazing.
for guys?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Although you guys can always just rent like a tux. That's just available all over the place.
Pretty much.
And generally it's like, no, you better go buy a dress.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to? What if I want to just own this dress for like a night and not pay for it full price?
I heard a
Crazy talk.
podcast that explained the whole like rationale behind that.
Yeah.
The idea was that, well, it's not really a rationale, but the reason they do it is because sort of culturally, dresses, there's importance placed on being different.
Mm-hmm.
And so to be able to have rentable dresses in a wide enough selection that their audience would then be different from each other is just something that they can't do. Whereas for guys' tux, like they can totally be very similar or exactly the same.
Mhm,
And so you can have sort of a row of them and just like rent them out and it works really well. And
You
so
get that like do the thing, fit the form exactly, and that's how you show you did it.
yeah.
Interesting. This place, that Rent the Runway place, has like a wide variety.
Well, I'd imagine that's how you do
recommend
it. Is you don't have like one storefront. You have like, so that you can
You have
do
a
it widely enough
warehouse
to- yeah.
that you ship out. I think the suggestion that I am currently obsessed with is someone said you should get a tattoo. I'm like, I should get a
Ooh.
tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good suggestion.
I want to get a tattoo now.
I have
It's
read
definitely a mind
about
worm.
that, but like they were for me rather than for you.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
All right. What are the tattoo options? And can we have chat poll? You don't have
No.
to. You don't have to actually like do whatever they
It's not a
vote.
binding
but-
poll. It's an
So
advisory
I'm actually,
Yeah,
I'm like
advisory.
I'm fully obsessed, and I've been obsessed with this since this morning. So I want all of you to rest assured that I am not running out and getting a tattoo right now. I am thinking about it for more than a day, but I might just jump on this lady's wait list because I love her stuff. And can I drop her gallery in the?
Please do.
Yeah. So like she does micro realism.
So Rumpus says that his 67-year-old mother just got her first tattoo.
Nice.
Nice. What is the tattoo of, Rumpus?
This is a really good question. I'm intrigued. Also, I need to like make sure everybody knows I'm not in my 60s, just because. Yeah. So the
Like she can relate, but not that much. Yeah.
Icelandic compass design. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
neat.
Awesome.
So the idea I had is that in the book there are these people who are definitely not tieflings, not even a little, but they are people with horns. But they have so the people who can do magic, the people who can like really do the magic, are revered as saints in the Orzandi culture. And so there is one in particular, and the magic is related to how you can interact with worked materials. So there's this Saint Asla of the Salt who comes up a bunch, and there's like a mural of her because she's actually like entombed in this salt wall that she helped make. But there's a mural of her, and so she's got like, a normal face and normal hands, but the rest of her is a skeleton. And you can see in the mural, her heart is made of salt. And you can see her robes
Cool.
hanging around her. And I thought that would be really cool in that black and white micro realism style. And also I'm really tempted to be like, here are a bunch of pictures of Farida. Can you make her face look like Farida's? Because then I get both books together.
Sweet.
I think it would be really neat and exciting.
That sounds pretty neat.
I see that
that's my
original
idea.
Angston. Original Angston says that his mother-in-law also got hers in her 60s as well. So maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's like a trend.
Do I have to wait?
You get
Couple
another
years.
one in your 60s.
There we
This
go.
one, and then like
And then wait.
however many decades later, then you get your other one.
Yeah, like 40 decades.
Yeah,
Or
like
I mean,
40
4
decades.
decades. Because you're in your 20s, right, Aaron?
Yep, definitely.
right.
Everybody's gonna buy that one.
Or I don't know, what's your ideal age? Like, if you could just pick an age to be,
This
like, what
is
age would you guys
probably
be?
good. I think probably, I don't know. Part of me is like, I would like to go back and do like 37, that last stretch again, but partly because there were things happening in the world that made that a bit of a bummer. We just all get the Trump administration back in age. I think that seems fair. Like we just get to rewind to that and do those over.
So those questions, I always want to know, like, do you go back and then you're mentally the way you were, or do you apply your greater experience? Because that makes a huge difference to me. Because like for age, like experience is the important part, and it would be nice to have like a younger body. But like, is the younger body worth giving up? Like mentally, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just for the sake of this question, how about like if you could just like relive a period of years in your life?
Oh, interesting.
Probably age 30.
Nice.
Because I was in pretty good shape at the time. Obama had just been elected, which was going to lead to several years of American prosperity. I was in a pretty good economic place in my life, and I could really buckle down and do more writing. Like, because at that time, like I had just stopped writing for Wizards because the book department collapsed with suspicious D4 shaped wounds in its back. Anyway, and if I had really thrown myself into it, I think I would have put out more books. I want more time to write more books. That's what I want.
I like that.
It's like the dream.
Yeah. Now I just have whiskey instead. So this is a whiskey that I bought for myself. It's the Sheen, which means the true or real in Japanese, and it is Mizunara whiskey. So we're going to see how this is. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt everybody. Go ahead.
No.
Tell me about your age dreams, if you like.
I guess maybe for me it'd be like my late 20s, like maybe like 29 to 32, somewhere in that range. Because I felt like that was actually the peak time when I had like energy, but also maturity. I peaked then.
Yeah.
It's all been downhill from there. It's just
see,
such a sleepy panda these days.
these all get weird because it's like I don't like go back before I had kids and mess anything up, and then suddenly my kids don't exist. I don't like that feeling. It freaks me out. So pass. I will cope with being 40.
You got 1 minute left, Randy. I don't know. Is there a period in your life you'd like to go back to and relive? Like a
Or
number of years?
gift you bought yourself or would like to buy yourself to celebrate something. If
Or
this
show
is-
us your tattoos. You can't tell us
Or
about it. You have to
Are
show
we
us.
playing? Are we playing the recap? 'Cause I think it would make more sense to play the recap in January.
Oh, I don't have to play the
We
recap.
can do both.
I mean, because this is a cool conversation. So
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, now thinking about it, it doesn't really talk about this next thing we're going to do. Surprise.
I mean, I do need to, pee before we actually
oh
start the
yeah,
official.
absolutely.
Don't be going into my break too much.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll just go back. Maybe I'll flip back to the schedule instead in a bit. If Randy wants to answer the question first.
Oh,
What are you hiding, Randy? Don't dodge the
yeah,
question.
He didn't hide. He flashed his tattoo.
Oh, what? I,
think-
didn't see it.
Is it
What is it?
the dragon?
the dragon.
Oh. Yeah, flex, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Oh, I'm so like not in shape right now. All right, so let's see. Multiple ages. I mean, I would say I'm content in the age I am at. I feel like I'm healthy and I have wisdom and experience, and I've outgrown a lot of stupid emotional stuff of my earlier ages. But I think that and yeah, I've had a little bit of success as a writer, and all the things that I would have wanted when I was younger. I think I've mostly achieved, but I would go back. I wish I could go back knowing what I know now, and travel more. I wish I could go back and maybe be a little more comfortable in my own skin and pursuing certain things. All of that, would be nice. I think that's my biggest, like, if I regret anything, it's sort of like what I feel was like time lost, that I could have been doing a lot of incredible things. But yeah. And it's like also frustrating, like, when I talk to, like, I have a couple of stepkids, and it's just sort of like you want to hope that they won't take the hardest path in life, but no matter what you tell them, they don't seem to like learn the lessons that you learned. They just have to go through it all themselves. So, yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, on that note, maybe we're going to go to today's schedule, and we'll be back in 3
so
minutes.
glad I delayed us. Good. Well, yes.
Well, so if you're
Amazing.
out there, travel, just live life, especially if you're younger. Just live life, gain experience.
Try new things. Play
Try
new
new
games.
things.
In
Take
addition to
risks.
D&D. Also play D&D.
Taste your food.
And believe in yourself. Yeah.
If you drink, try different kinds of drinks, because you never know. And if you
Yeah, I'm
don't
hoping
drink,
there's
that is
some-
also okay.
Hoping there's some How I Met Your Mother fans out there. But anyways,
Wait,
we'll-
I thought that was a Bob's Burgers joke.
I
It's
heard it
also
on How I
about-
Met Your Mother.
It's also a Bob's Burgers joke. There's this chef, and he's like, you have to like chew your food for 3 minutes to really taste it, and you have to starve yourself for like. It's
Oh.
ridiculous episode.
So in How I
But,
Met Your
yeah.
Mother, Robin meets like this dude from South America who's just like great at everything, gorgeous. I think it was like Enrique Iglesias who played him, and he's like
Yeah.
did yoga, and he's like all spiritual and stuff. But like the only thing that he would say that was deep was taste your food, and it like blew everybody's minds.
Oh my god.
Yep,
I
so
have
they
to
all
admit,
loved him.
I watched that show with delight, and then the finale happened, and I basically erased it from my mind.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me too. Okay, but yeah, 2 minutes. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're gonna take our break right now, and we'll see you then.